Dobro poledne, moi canale. Good afternoon, my channel. It's Danny Slant here from the canals of Venice Beach. This is a gorgeous canal system that was put in by Abbot Kinney back in the early 1900s. He bought a lot of land here in Venice and envisioned turning Venice into a replica of Venice, Italy. Sometime in the late 1950s, the city of LA was having a problem with mosquitoes, insects, and vermin. So they decided to pave over almost 75% of the canal. All that exists right now is about 25% of his original canal, which is between now Washington Boulevard and Venice Boulevard. It's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful homes, very scenic, a lot of aquatic life, gorgeous, nice houses. Unfortunately, what we had happen here last Saturday night between 10:30 p.m. and midnight is two women who were walking through the canals were hit over the head, knocked unconscious, and sexually assaulted and raped by an individual who the police are still looking for. Tracy Park has in fact asked for LAPD to give more police presence in this area here. Let's go down here and take a look at it. We can see the house where these two events happened. As you can see right here, somebody tried to put a little graffiti up. It said, "Women be careful." They put that graffiti up, but somebody already crossed off the part about careful. So I guess it's "Women be California." But be careful. Now here, somebody posted a little, this is a little humor, attempted humor. This is the Kraken hazard zone. In case of attack, go to high ground or inland. The Kraken is in here. You're supposed to walk your bicycles through the canal. No alcohol beverages, no pets off leash, no bike riding. So we will walk our bike through the canal and check it out. Now this is one of my favorite parts of the canal, is all the ducks. They love the canal. They hang out here. We got the goose, we got the ganders. Hey duckies. What's going on? Okay, duckies. Now, that's what we like. Nice, beautiful canal, beautiful, gorgeous homes. Unfortunately here, this is where the unfortunate event took place. As you can see here on the ground, in front of the house here, those are blood stains. So the lady was walking by here, the perpetrator was hiding in the bushes, came out, hit her over the head right here. You can see the blood. Luckily there was another resident who found her and then called the paramedics. We're on the canal, street address on the other side where the cars are. It would be approximately in the 2700 block of Strong's Drive. Then less than an hour later, coming up here, once I cross over the bridge, then the canal part that runs east-west, that area is called the Sherman Canal. And that's where they found another victim. Same MO, hit over the head and knocked unconscious, sexually assaulted and raped. So right now, I know our council person, CD11, Council District 11, Tracy Park, has asked for extra police presence. I don't see any police here during the daytime. I'll come back here at night and see if we at least have a car or something that can be parked down here. And there's very few entrances and exits into the canals here, so you have to make a conscious effort to come in here. So that person was in fact in this canal and he was planning on doing that crime. All right, there's the panoramic view looking southbound toward Washington Boulevard. That's a little walkway that'll lead you up to Pacific Avenue, and then you can go down to Speedway and get to the ocean. Here we're looking northbound on the canal that stretches all the way to Venice Boulevard, and then we have the various east-west, that's Sherman Canal, Howland, and then Linney is the last street. So these are the last of the original Abbot Kinney, Venice, California canals. Let's see if we can find that house where the second victim had the horrible crime committed against her. How you guys doing?
Hi.
Are you guys from Venice?
No.
Are you tourists?
Yep.
Where are you guys from?
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay, welcome. This is a big, this is one of the biggest attractions of Los Angeles, the Venice Canals.
It's beautiful.
Abbot Kinney used to own this land, and he envisioned it to make a replica of Venice, Italy.
Oh,
But sometime in the 1950s, the city of Los Angeles ran out of the budget to keep the entire canal system, so they paved over 75% of the canals. This is all that remains.
Oh, wow.
If you walk south and you look at some of the streets that are enormously wide, like you wonder, why is this street so wide? And you look at some of the architecture with the curving, that's where the gondolas used to go down. Those were all part of the canals.
Oh,
So I just want to say thank you.
Yes,
This
thank you so
I'm a
much.
Venice resident. I love the fact that tourists love to come to Los Angeles and check out our canals. Unfortunately, we had a bad incident that happened here on Saturday.
Oh, no.
So I'm telling them, don't be on the canals at nightfall.
Okay.
I'm not going to describe what happened. It was
All right.
horrific. It was two events. One happened right there. The other one happened right there.
All right. Thanks for the warning.
The canals are
I appreciate
great. Yeah, but unfortunately,
it. During the daylight hours.
during
Yeah.
the daylight, and and honestly, it's been a long time. I've been here for 4 decades. They used to roll the drunks in here when you come home from the bars. There's a lot of bars, and
Yeah.
we always knew, don't go stumbling through the canals at night.
Yeah.
But now, we kind of grown accustomed to Venice being nice again, and
Yeah.
So I'm just letting everybody know to enjoy what Venice is. It's great. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You guys have a
Oh,
great
yeah,
time.
you
Bye-bye.
too.
Of course, my little public service announcement to the to the tourists, you saw how shocked they were, because here they are walking around these canals. They see these huge mansions. They understand this. They're in a very affluent area here right now, yes, and they think, wow, how could something appalling like that happen here? And most tourists don't know. But I am a believer that anywhere you go in the world, you could pretty much go anywhere in the daylight, especially if you're with a group. Nighttime, by yourself, never a good idea. Anyhow, let's continue our tour of the Venice Canal. Here they're building a new giant house here on the canal, which is very typical of what they do. Some of these houses were built, like I said, over a century ago, so they'll buy the house just for the lot value, knock it down, build a giant new house. This is going to be $3-4 million and up, all the new modern amenities, and then you'll live on a beautiful canal. And a lot of people here will have little canoes and little miniature pontoon boats here, and they'll paddle around on the canal. At one time, the canals did lead out to the ocean. You could actually go out there, but right now it's a closed system. There is no way to get past Washington Boulevard. They've got it blocked off just for the piping. Only the water can egress there. Now I am not aware of where the other event happened. It was definitely somewhere here on Sherman Way here, near some of the bushes. I think I'll check it out. We'll go down this way. So here you go. We got somebody who lives right here in the corner house. They've got their black Tesla and their white Tesla. That's very typical, right? You're gonna have the money to buy Teslas, right? The Tesla is the Prius of the more financially able people. So you have this house here, this little small house right here. This is the original canal house. They were like small little shacks, just meant for changing and living in on the weekend. Then most of the owners did improvements. They built second floors, etc. Across the street, you can kind of see a little bit of the remnant of the original shack, much like this one right here. But a lot of owners will just come in and they won't add additions to it. They'll do a complete remodel. The Los Angeles City Code says as long as you keep one wall, then it's considered a remodel. So they'll build these giant big square box houses down here with one original wall, like this one right here. This big box house. It's still original because one small part of the wall will be part of the original 1908 Craftsman house that they built there. Across the canal you can see the white one. That's still one of the original houses. So they're very cute. When I was looking at buying property, I remember there was one that was really cheap, almost 40 years ago. And when I stepped up onto the porch, my foot went completely through. The house was completely chewed up by the termites. And I said, well, why are they asking $500,000 for a termite house? And they said, well, that's lot value. That was 40 years ago. Anyhow, I'm not quite sure where the second crime happened, but it was somewhere over here on Sherman Canal here. And as you can see, a lot of weeds, a lot of bushes, a lot of shrubbery here, and the canals are not lit. They're dark. And a lot of people ask, well, why don't they put lighting in here? Well, because that would ruin the whole aesthetic of the canals. But yeah, you definitely have to realize walking in a dark place with a lot of hiding spots, it's not exactly the greatest idea. Now, I can remember back in the day, those people who would go down to Washington Boulevard to the restaurants and bars. They go to Baja Cantina or California Club Disco, to the Whaler, to Big Dean's, Hanano's, have dinner and a few drinks, and then they come stumbling back through the canals. And yeah, they'd get jackrolled in the canals. People would be waiting for them to mug them, steal their wallet, their watches, their jewelry. So that's always been a known thing here. When I'm walking through the canals, the only things I want popping out of the bushes at me are the mallards. I don't mind if the duckies want to pop out. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. Hello. Did you see anything that was going on last Saturday? Can you give me a description of the suspect? Oh, you're afraid, huh? Yeah. Okay, if you know anything, call LAPD. That's the Los Angeles Police Duck Department, LAPD. Wah, wah. Here we are in the Venice Canals here at Sherman Canal and Dell Avenue. Here's the plaque that they dedicated. The canals were inspired by the canals of Venice, Italy. They were built in 1906, and the city of Los Angeles finally declared them a historical important landmark and protected them in 1983. And we have many, 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 many tourists who come to these canals every single day. Venice Beach, and the Venice Canals are the #2 tourist attraction in all of Southern California, next to Disneyland. So it's important that we maintain their cleanliness and safety from the crime. I don't know if you noticed over here, we've got a replica in the water of an Italy style gondola. Although that one looks like it took on some water and it's listing a little bit here to the starboard. In any case, this road here is supposed to be for local traffic only. So it's very narrow. Just a little narrow road to just get through the canal. As we walk out of the canals now, there's not very many ingress and egress points of the canal here. So this is one of the main ways people get in the canals, is right here. Roughly, if this was a cross street, this would be 26th. And here we are at this point now. We are at Strong's Drive. This is Strong's Drive, which runs parallel to the canal and Pacific Avenue here. And then you've got this right here, and you can notice these colorful tiles. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. That's okay. Good doggy, doing his job. Anyhow, we've got the colorful walking tiles here, and they call this the Venice Pride Path, and this will take you up to Pacific Avenue, and it will allow you to cross Pacific Ave and then go down the walk street and go right to Speedway and then to the ocean. The security footage that they took here, you can see there's some security cameras. They had the security footage and they noticed the suspect, who had left the canal roughly right after the second assault happened. So again, I remind everybody, he is a suspect. He's not, he's innocent till he's found guilty, but he is definitely a person who the police want to question. So if you do see him, please call LAPD immediately. Let us know where this person resides. I'd like to personally know, is he part of the unhoused community or not? I do notice there's a lot of criminals who have been released from jail who happen to hide amongst the unhoused community here. He might be in an encampment nearby. He looks pretty well dressed though. Usually some of the unhoused are not quite so well dressed. Anyhow, check this video on the suspect. Let us know if you know where he's at. Of course, I can't ride my bike through here. I gotta lift it up to get over the thing here. How you doing? So now we are on Pacific Avenue, in between 26th and 27th. And this takes you basically to a walk street right here. Here's the walk streets in between 26th Place and 27th Ave. And these are also beautiful homes, multi-million-dollar homes where you are within walking distance of the beach. So let me just do a quick little pedal down here to show you how close you really are, how close the canals are to the actual beach. And here you see a small little tiny house in the back there. That's one of the original craftsmen. That's just going to be basically a tear down, remodel, and a rebuild. Take your nose. Oh. Thanks, sweetie. Didn't want to run over the little doggy. Okay, this is Speedway Ave, the last street before you get to the actual beach. And here we are. And due to the high winds and the rains that we've had, the footpath and the bike path here are pretty sandy. So I'm actually on the footpath right here, and that'll take you north if you want into all the hubbub of the Venice Beach sort of boardwalk, oceanfront walk activity over there. Okay, everybody, check out that video of the suspect. If you see where he's living, you know him, notify LAPD. Let's get this guy questioned. We really want to catch this guy and put a stop to this. It's absolutely atrocious. We can't be having assaults of our residents in Venice here. Here we're back on Washington Boulevard, which is also the Washington Boulevard Venice Pier. And of course, here's the Venice Whaler Bar and Grill. That used to be a favorite spot for the British rockers to come hang out whenever they have concerts in LA. They used to have the Who would hang out in there, Led Zeppelin, Beatles. So here we are now They call this little area Washington Square. There's the old Hinano Cafe. That's a bar that's been open since the 50s. So, got a lot of little bars and restaurants. This is kind of like where all the people on the northern edge of Venice and the canals, and the people who live over here north of Washington, that's considered Marina del Rey. That's 90292 Marina del Rey, and the other side of the street is 90291 Venice. And now we're heading eastbound on Washington Boulevard. And what I noticed is that all these encampment cleanups have pushed all the RV campers. They always try to find a new spot. And I've noticed our latest new spot is Washington Boulevard. So that's what I've been told. So we're going to take Washington Boulevard east here and see where the latest RV encampment is. Of course, across the street, that's Baja Cantina, home of the Sunday Cougars. And this here, Latitudes 33 Beach Club, that used to be a little disco pub. Of course, they closed that down back in the early 90s. This over here used to be Island Burgers, Cocoa Beach Bar and Grill. At least it's still open. I didn't go to Islands too much, but kind of missed that. Used to get that basket of fries. Unlimited fries in the basket. That was pretty darn good. All right, now we're heading up here to Via Marina. If you take a right-hand turn, that'll lead you right into the street that takes you right over to the marina where all the boats are. Sun has gone away, temperature has dropped here. We got our cloudiness, that's very typical of Venice and Marina del Rey. You get that overcast cloudiness, but what'll happen is, even though it's mid-afternoon here, by the late afternoon, sometimes it burns off, and your temps will actually go back up again at the end of the afternoon. All right, let's see if I can work my way. I wasn't sure why he was telling me, sorry brother. I thought he was making a right-hand turn, but I knew better than to get in between the car and the truck and the tight space. At least he was very polite. I appreciate the politeness. All right, now that we are headed here past Via Marina, we're east of Via Marina, on our left-hand side. Oh yeah, there's the plethora of RVs. All right, on our left-hand side, which is the north side of Washington, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 RVs on that side, leading up to the cross street of Palawan Way. So, all right, let's have a little contest here. What's our under-over going to be for how many RVs are in this RV encampment? I'm going to put the number at 30. 30. You want to take the over, or you want to take the under? Make your bets now. Okay, and for those of you who are betting, we're betting for a buck. If you like what the content of the Danny Slant channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Helps with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so our under over was at 15, or no, 30. Our count was at 15. Now we got 16. All right. This guy's 17, 18, all right, here we go, this Tioga makes 19, 20, 21, oh, we're getting close to my thing. I'm taking the over. I'm taking the over at 30, we're at 21 right now. 22. Alrighty. This one right here makes 23. guy's got his leveling blocks. That's 24. This one's 25. Arizona plate makes 26. This one right here makes 27. To our right here is the Marvin Brode path. That'll take you to the marina and get you down to the oceanfront path. All right, so we are crossing Oxford. 26. And I see two on the other side of the street. 27 and 28. All right. For those of you who are betting the under, you're a winner. The official RV count for Washington Boulevard, at least west of Abbot Kinney Boulevard, is 28. 28. If you took the under, you are a winner. All right, let's finish our ride and head back to Penmar Park. We're here at the squatter house at 1740 North Penmar. Still a lot of junk in the back here, but the property owner has finally fenced off his house here, boarded up all his windows. The squatters and unhoused homeless people were coming back after the fire and kept breaking in. I was told that they lit 3 more small fires, but looks like we've got this completely fenced off here. Looks like he's got all his doors and windows boarded up. Boarded up the main window here. Looks like he put some glass block over there. Some kind of bicycle in the back here. Got our Jim Morrison mural by SAD. And looks like they have boarded up this garage as well. They got a dumpster here. Looks like they've been gutting some of the inside. So hopefully this will no longer be a problematic little spot here. No more blight on our neighborhood. Well, and some good news. It looks like the park or the city has painted over the gang graffiti here. Last weekend that was tagged up. Santa Monica gang tagged it up, and Venice Trece B13Gs tagged over it with some disc tags. So it looks like they painted over that because that's what we don't want. We don't want a gang war brewing up again. I'm old enough to remember the drive-by gang wars of Venice. We don't want to return to those days. Back there we saw a guy pushing a shopping cart. Here we got one guy sleeping here behind the water reclamation building. Here's our local little fruit vendor. Okay, go ahead, lady. Gonna make it hard for me to cross here. Everybody pay attention. There comes Danny Slant. And I have returned to beautiful, gorgeous Penmar Park, Venice Beach, California. So, it's Danny Slant saying, thanks for watching another episode of the Danny Slant channel. Remember, hit that subscribe button. And ciao ciao for now.